Hi, Jim Schreiner here. I'm in Kentucky, one of my favorite places to be. And it was a beautiful day today. And I thought, you know what? The sun's out. I think today would be a fantastic day to start my lecture series called The Healing Powers of the Universe. How to tap into the healing powers of the universe. You know, I do believe that there's a creator. And I do believe that whoever created us gave our bodies the power to heal in our bodies, but also around us in the universe. So what I've done is I've spent the rest of my life studying those healing powers, studying the power of the body and studying the powers of the universe. And I put together a lecture series that I'm pretty proud of, and it's the lecture series that I've used to stay healthy for almost 57 years, even with a family history of nearly every chronic disease, including heart disease, diabetes, weight problems, you name it, my family had it. So if genetics played a factor, I wanted to make sure that I was doing everything that I could to slow down that genetic code. And I've done a pretty good job. At 57, I believe I'm probably in the best shape of my life. And I'm going to be talking to you about throughout this program today. But in the healing powers of the universe, you know, I want to talk about there's 7 elements that I put. As a matter of fact, you're going to see it. I'm going to drop in a PowerPoint slide that I talk about the 7 key elements that I've used to stay healthy, and that includes clean air, clean water. We talk about earthing, connecting to the earth, vitamins, nutrients, clearing the mind, exercise. There's also love and happiness. And so throughout this program, throughout this series, I'm going to be diving into each one of those elements and give you my theory on how to use the universe to stay healthy. So stay tuned. It's going to be an exciting ride. Like I said, it's a beautiful day. This is a lecture series that I do, and usually I use a PowerPoint, but I'm going to do it outside today because it's gorgeous, and I'll drop the PowerPoint slides in so that you can see them. I want you to imagine that the government and the medical institution stating that, you know what, we know everything that we need to know about the human body. We need everything that we need to know about how to heal the human body. And we now know that if the human body were to get sick, in a matter of days, we could heal that illness. We're literally on the verge of knowing everything that we need to know about the body, and that no one will ever get a disease or get sick again. Now I'm going to drop a slide in that you can read that verbatim, what the government and the medical institutions stated of how they were going to keep people healthy. But I want you to think about it. That statement was made in 1902. That's correct. In 1902, the government and the medical institutions believed that they knew everything that there was to know about how to heal the human body. And yet, if you look around, we're so far away from that healing power that it's actually quite funny. You know, if you look at the total countries on planet Earth, Americans, the United States, we used to be ranked number 1. We were right at the top. And you know, when it comes to health and longevity, we're not even in the top 100 any longer. Something went wrong. I believe it's because we've gotten away from those healing powers of the universe. We've gotten away from trying to find ways for the human body to heal. And that's what I'm going to be talking about throughout this series. Like I said, the medical institutions have, quite honestly, been led astray. I remember Hippocrates said many, many centuries ago, "Let food be thy medicine, let medicine be thy food." Well, obviously, most people don't think as food as medicine. When you hear medicine, you think as a pharmaceutical drug, because obviously the pharmaceutical companies have done a fantastic job of branding their products. But we've got to get back to the earth. We've got to get back to the universe, and we've got to get back to these nutrients that are designed to heal the body. And that's what I'm going to be talking about. One of the reasons why I believe that I've virtually never been sick in 57 years is because I've learned how to tap into those healing powers of the universe, of the food, of the light, of the air, all those different elements that I'm going to be teaching you about today. You know, one of the things, I saw a billboard one time. Matter of fact, it was outside of Atlanta, Georgia. I was driving, and it said, "Follow those that seek truth. Question those that find it." You know, I encourage people every day, question everything, question everyone, because especially when it comes to your health, what I've learned over 57 years is we really don't know much of anything for sure. I mean, think about it. What do we know for sure? We don't know much of anything for sure. Once we thought we knew, and then every time somebody came out with a different theory, all of a sudden we realized how wrong we were. I tell people every day, question what I tell you. Don't believe me. Do your own research, do your own homework, question everyone and everything. If there's college students watching this, or even high school students watching this lecture right now, I would encourage you, now treat them with respect, your elders and your professors, treat them with respect, but question them. Question their theories. Don't be afraid to question what people tell you. Because again, what I've learned in nearly 57 years is, chances are they're wrong. So prove them wrong or prove them right. Don't believe something just because someone tells you it to be fact. Believe it because you've done your own research, and then you can say, I've done my homework. Now I believe that theory. But don't believe that theory just because someone tells you it's a fact. Because like I said, most of the time, I promise you, if they're telling you something, they're probably wrong. And question me, because like I said, I've spent the last 40 years digging through the garbage. A lot of people ask me all the time, Jim, what do you do for a living? Well, I'm a health and fitness guru. I help people live healthy lives. But most importantly, what I do is I sift through the garbage, because there's so much garbage science out there. There's so much garbage information that people are being fed that is not the truth. So I sift through the garbage. That's all I do every day, is I sift through the garbage, so that when I give you information, when I give you facts, when I give you my theories, I've sorted through the garbage. I've taken the time so that I understand what I'm telling you to be what I believe to be the truth. So let me sort through the garbage and know that when I tell you something, I believe that it's the truth, because I've sorted out the garbage. I've sorted out the facts. So I hope that gets you fired up about your health and wellness program. Like I said, I'm Jim Schreiner. You can find out more about myself at jimschreiner.com. I'm traveling the world virtually, trying to teach people these health principles, the health principles that have kept me healthy for 57 years. And I hope to use those same principles to keep you healthy for the next 57 years. So don't go away. I'm going to take a short break, and we'll get started on the next part of this lecture.